Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to kick off this video with a new mini series that I am going to do all about Disney type style videos. I'm so out of breath. So if you hear me kind of like go like that in the video, sorry about that. It's just been one of those days. My hair is looking obnoxiously tall. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but if it comes out of the frame, that's okay. But in today's video, first of all, I want to say welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you guys here. If you guys are watching my channel for the first time, nice to see you. My name is Rachel, and on my channel, I like to do type of mommy, beauty, lifestyle videos. And we have a current Walt Disney World trip coming up in 2 months. The average 2 months. It's like March, April type situation. So I'm so excited to share that with you guys, and I'm excited to share some of my tips and tricks that I have taking a toddler to Disney. I have learned so much over the past couple trips, learning kind of the differences, and especially taking my little one. My little one, he is 2 years old. He turned 2 in January, and it was so much fun taking him last time, but it was also super challenging. I thought I knew everything, and I thought I had this in the bag, but in reality, I was drowning. So I'm really excited to stop rambling in my intro, and let's go ahead and get on into these tips. Some of them are pretty basic, but they're ones that personally they helped me, and hopefully they can help you too. So I have them all on my phone, so if you see me looking at my phone, it's because I have them all written down on here. So I'm gonna start out with tip number 1. I thought I had deleted my whole list. I was just like but my first thing, and we actually did this, and this is what we personally did, it is buy Disney gift cards for each day of your trip. Now, it's iffy. Everyone's like, just use your Magic Band. And you know what? I did have a credit card on file with my Magic Band, and we did make purchases. But with the new way that Walt Disney World is with their credit cards, with the holds, increment holds, and everything like that, it can get confusing. And I work in banking. I work in the banking industry. And even to me, the logic of it and the setup of it was honestly confusing. So I can only imagine to a regular consumer going to Disney World, it could be super confusing and super hard, you know. And it's like, well, why are you placing holds, and why are you taking out this much money out of my account, and why are you doing this, you know, all of a sudden. And a lot of people, what they'll do, they will rack up on their Magic Band their, you know, their bill, so to speak, for their trip, and then they'll go back and pay it with gift cards. Well, if you don't have a debit card or credit card on file with that much amount of money, even though you're not using, like, say you use a debit card, you put a debit card on file, and you don't actually have that much, you don't have like $1,000 to spend on your trip, like, it's an example, please, we do not spend that much, and you don't actually have $1,000 in your bank account to kind of like prove that you can pay for it. Even though you want to go back and use it to pay in gift cards, you can't, like, it will decline it. So my best idea is to, yeah, you know, here and there, if it's kind of like, you know, you're rushing or you're doing it quick, use your Magic Band for like that, you know, $5 snack or that $10 souvenir. But otherwise, put everything on gift cards. Go ahead and buy gift cards. My best thing is to buy them from a store that you can either get money off of, or you can get a % off of, or you can use like rewards that you have on your credit card that you can put towards your Disney World gift card. For instance, we like to buy our Disney World gift cards at Target and Best Buy because we can use our personal deals, because we do have credit cards and we have kind of rewards programs with them that we can buy. Another good one is Sam's Club or Costco. My next one, I hope that all made sense for you guys. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below and I will be sure to answer them. I hope I'm not going through these too fast, but I also don't want to spend 30 minutes on each one. My next thing, is definitely controversial, and it is, don't be afraid to overpack. Now, when I say this, I'm saying this as, I mean, you can do it as an adult too, don't get me wrong, but as a mom of a toddler, things can go south real quick. Or even a baby. I mean, you can put an outfit on, 5 minutes later, you're a mess. Like, it's so easy. So what I suggest is 3 to 4 outfits per day. Now, to some people that might be excessive, or to some people that might not be enough, and I totally get it. But here's the thing, and I'm gonna do a what's in my diaper bag for a park day, and you'll see I put multiple outfits in there because you can have spills, you can have messes. My son still to this day has to eat with his hands. I've tried the forks, you know, he's just not into it yet, and that's okay. You know, if he wants to eat with his hands, but sometimes he can get a mess. He's gonna get hot, he's gonna get sweaty. A lot of times in Walt Disney World, they do have splash areas or rides that will get you wet, and you don't want your toddler to be sopping wet in a stroller in the basking sun. You know, it's just not comfortable. So make sure that you bring multiple outfits, not just outfits, but shoes. Listen, don't just bring one pair of sandals and one pair of tennis shoes. And that goes for adults too. Because of the fact that anything could happen, you're walking miles and miles per day, not per trip, per day. You want to have multiple shoes. So what I do some pool shoes, basic $5 flip-flops. I think I got mine from Target for like $6. I bring 2 sets of tennis shoes and 1 to 2 sandals, maybe if we go out for a fun dinner type shoes, and that gets me through my entire trip. Like I said, you never know what's gonna happen in Walt Disney World, and it's like, it sounds like you're doing like a cross-country road trip, but to be honest with you, a lot can happen in 1 week or even 1 weekend when you're there. So don't worry to overpack. If you are flying, now we drive, so this particularly can work for us, but if you are flying, use what are they called, like packing cubes. You can use Ziploc, makes the bags that you can vacuum and store tightly. And if you bring like a mini vacuum, or you can even ask the front desk of your hotel, they probably have one that you can use to re-vacuum all of your clothes when you pack up to leave for your trip. And if you're worried about weight requirements, bring a backpack. I actually have it right here. It's funny because I'm going to be showing this in detail, like what's in my diaper bag, but this is the bag that we like to use. And I have considered flying to Walt Disney World for some upcoming trips, and this would probably be my carry-on, unless you want to do a suitcase. And like, if you don't want to do a giant carry-on, get a backpack. And don't worry, I'll go into detail in another video, but that backpack holds so much. Third tip for Walt Disney World, how to survive with the toddler, is do rope drop or go to the parks as early as you can and then leave in the middle of the day to go to the pool or take a nap. We did not do this. I'll admit, we did not do this for 3 out of 4 days of our trip, and I regret it so much. I enjoyed and I thought it was fabulous the one day that we did it, and luckily it was Magic Kingdom, which was our busiest day. But I don't know about you, but my toddler, for the entire 2 years of his life, he has never slept in, so to speak. He has been an early bird, and I know a lot of other moms that their children are super early birds as well. So why not, if you're already awake, go to the parks early, do rope drop, get that, you know, get that morning rush out of the way, and then take it easy in the afternoons, because a lot of people are going to sleep in Walt Disney World because probably the night before they had a long late night, so they're going to sleep in and they're going to go to the parks in the middle of the day. Now, if you do rope drop or you get to the parks as early as possible, it's great. The lines are short, and you'll definitely be able to get on some rides before anyone else. I know me personally, and this is another tip, so I'm gonna be vague about it right here, but me personally, I love getting there early for doing specific things, so that way I can get to my destination, and then afterwards go ride all the rides before the lines really start, because all of us know waiting in line with the toddler is so not easy, especially because you can't take your stroller on the rides, so you either have to carry them or somehow stand in line without them running away. My fourth tip for this video is going to definitely be do character meals instead of going to see characters in the parks. And the reason why I say this is because just think about it. if you want to see 4 characters in Magic Kingdom, those lines can easily be from 15 to over an hour long. Now if you times that by 4, that's over 4 hours of just waiting in lines. And I don't think, at least I know from my fact, my toddler is not going to do that. Unless you have a fast pass, and some of them, I would hate to waste a ride fast pass on a Disney character. I'm sorry, that's in my opinion, that's how our vacations work. But we love to do character meals. Now, some character meals can be really iffy and some of them can be really expensive. Now, last year, I can't believe I said last year, technically 2 months ago, we had the dining plan and I calculated how much we actually spent and how much we actually ate. Like how much I spent on the dining plan, whereas how much we actually used was definitely, we gained value in that because almost all of our meals were either buffets or character meals. And we definitely loved it so much. We got to see so many different characters. Last year we did Topolino Terrace. We did, I can't remember the other one. I wanted to say we did another, but we did Cape May Cafe, and it was so cute because you can see a variety of characters and all their cute little outfits. So it's great for pictures, it's great for autographs, and it helps knock out everything. You have to eat. I mean, you have to eat. So why not eat and see characters at the same time? And if it is a little bit pricey, try to do the dining plan, see if it works for you. Or if you have an annual or seasonal Florida pass, you can also get discounts as well, and that's what we're doing this trip. We're not doing the dining plan this trip, but we realized that if I use my annual pass, we actually save more than doing the dining plan. So check those 2 things out and see which one works for you. If not, try to do at least 1 character meal so that way you can still have the value of seeing the characters without waiting in lines. The downside is you're only going to see them 1 time, but that's okay if you're going, you know, just for a weekend or so. Alright, the next tip I have is don't start your fast passes until after 10 a.m. The reason why this is because for the most part, a lot of parks open at 8 or they open at 9. Most part they open at 9, at least the way that I check the app. I see, you know, the main, the group of them open at 9 a.m. So from 9 to 10 a.m. is definitely going to be a slower part unless, you know, something major is happening, a new ride is happening, a new restaurant's opening. But definitely it's going to be a slower time than after 10 a.m. Then the crowds are really going to start to pick up, and that's great. If you can hop on a couple rides, like I said earlier, do rope drop, and then don't have any fast passes in between 9 and 10 a.m. Do as many rides as you can. Do your fast passes for like 11, 12, possibly 1 o'clock, knock them out, and then go back to the hotel, do a pool, do a nap, do a quick service lunch at your hotel, and then come back later in the day, and then you can add more fast passes 1 by 1 after you use your 3. So as long as you're standing in line, you've already checked in for your 3rd fast pass, you can go ahead and make 1 fast pass reservation at a time later on the day. You don't have to be in the parks to make your fast passes, just in case you weren't sure. So this tip is definitely look at a map of the park before you book your fast passes. Like, this sounds obvious, but you would be surprised how many people don't do this. What you want to do is you want to be able to walk into the park, like if you're visually looking at it, you want to do boom, 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 like you make a circle. Or if you can't, make it to however, or if you have a dining reservation, work your way over there, or work your way to the back of the park and then work your way back to the front of the park as you leave. That's what we did. For instance, when you look at a map of Magic Kingdom, on one side, I think it's on the right side, on the right side, you'll see that there is like Buzz Lightyear, Space Mountain, and then you get into like, what is it? You get into Dumbo, then you get into Ariel, then you get into Seven Dwarf Mine Train, and then you get into Fantasyland, and then you get into Adventureland. So the way I would plan my fast passes is, say I want a fast pass for Buzz Lightyear, and then I want a fast pass for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and then I want a fast pass for Peter Pan. So what I'm not doing Buzz Lightyear, Pirates of the Caribbean, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and then Jungle Cruise. So I'm not having to run back and forth in the park. That might work. I mean, if you're like an adventure junkie and you can go on a whim, But when you're pushing a stroller with a toddler and you're not on a time limit, but you don't want to be in the parks all day just walking around, it really helps that you kind of go in order of the park. That way you can, you can manage your time and you can save your time smart. And then at the, after you leave in the middle of the day, you come back, go the other way around so that you can get the majority of the rides out in one day. Next one that we have is use stroller tags or signs. I wish I had mine with me, but I think mine is like in the car. Sorry if you see me like keep adjusting. It's just more a mess. But yeah, we have a stroller sign. I'll have to either insert a clip of it or you'll see it in my pack with me, and it's really cute. It says, our family's name and everything. And it's really cute. I got it off Etsy. I'll actually try to link the shop down below. Sometimes they close. Luckily, they had opened the next day when I went to go order it. So I was super happy. It took about a little less than a month / like 3 weeks to get here. I can't really remember. So I would definitely order it in advance. And there's tons of shops on Etsy. This is just my preferred one, and I love the outcome of the sign. Or you can make your own. It's not that hard, but ours is laminated, so the rain doesn't mess it up or anything. Or you can use ribbon, you can use like a big cup holder or like a stroller caddy, something that puts your stroller out there, something that one will kind of deter people from trying to steal, because that does happen in Disney World. And two, you'll be easy to find it, because if you've never been to Walt Disney World, you don't understand how vast this sea of strollers can be. And sometimes you have to walk almost like 1, 2, 3 minutes away from the front of the stroller line just to find your stroller. So it really helps if you have something that you can easily find your stroller right away. Our sign is nice and big. We use an all black stroller and a white and red sign to really stand out so that we can see our stroller. The next one I have is definitely order online, if you're flying, or buy on your way up here a case of water and snacks and things like on-the-go quick breakfast like Pop-Tarts or yogurt you can stick in your mini fridge, or bagels, and then buy cream cheese that you can stick in your mini fridge. I don't think they have toasters in the rooms, but I mean, it's up to you. You get what I'm trying to say. Cereal, you can bring cereal, like the single serve packs of cereal. You can bring granola bars, you can bring fresh fruit, anything that kind of you can stick in your mini fridge. And definitely don't forget that case of water. What we do is every day that we go in the park, we bring 4 to 5 water bottles, and I just throw them in the bottom of our stroller just so we can have them, because a water bottle at Walt Disney World, I want to say, is almost at $5 a bottle, and it's Dasani, and I don't think a lot of people like Dasani. We don't. So I don't know if you do, but definitely it doesn't hurt, and you can definitely order it. You can order it through grocery delivery services. They have tons in Orlando. Orlando has Walmart, they have Target, they have Publix, like they have everything. And you can also order it on Amazon. There's a little bit of not a restriction, but like there's some rules that you have to put on the shipping label of what you have to type. It's really easy to get things sent to your hotel room. Just call the hotel about 1 month in advance and then ask when is the right time to order your stuff off Amazon, and what do you need to put on it, so that they can hold it at the front desk. And they can not only hold perishable things, but they can hold non-perishable things like freezer things or refrigerator things. I thought it was grocery. Like if you're staying in a villa or you have that opportunity, they can hold it at the front desk for you. And it's really convenient to have some of your own food, because food in the parks and drinks in the parks, they can get so overpriced, it's almost obnoxious. Okay, this tip is kind of like really cool, at least in my opinion. I learned this off of a couple other people, and I thought I would share it with you just in case that you don't follow them. If you follow me, then you'll also get the know-how in this tip. But this one is snack, quick service, snack, quick service, table service, in that order for your meals for the day. So for instance, for breakfast, you're going to use a snack credit. You're going to go to Gaston's Tavern in Magic Kingdom, and you're going to buy a cinnamon roll for a snack credit. And definitely it can feed more than one person. It almost can feed all 3 of us, to be honest with you. for lunch, you're gonna go to like Flame Tree Barbecue, or you're gonna go to Satuli Canteen in Animal Kingdom, or Woody's Lunchbox in Hollywood Studios, and you're gonna use that as your lunch credit. And for table service for your dinner, you're going to go to things like a buffet where you get the most value for your money. Or you're going to go to like 50's Primetime Cafe in Hollywood Studios. Or you're going to go to the Plaza in Magic Kingdom. Or if you want to go to a character buffet, you can also do that too. Go to Chef Mickey's. You can go to Tusker House in Animal Kingdom. You know, you get the idea. I'll actually put my favorite restaurants together in a video if you want to, like this video, definitely, if you want to see that video, because of the fact that you can feed almost an entire family on a snack credit. Even if you want to do snack credits as your lunch, for instance, there is, I believe it's called Mr. Kamal's, or there's a little mac and cheese kind of window trolley type thing in Animal Kingdom. It's a giant thing of mac and cheese with the option of plain, pulled pork, or shrimp. That can be used as a snack credit. So in total, we spent less than $10 for me, my 2-year-old, and my significant other, and we had a full lunch, and we were definitely full. The last tip I have, you guys, this is so important, because I don't want to call myself like a control freak, but when it comes to vacations, I'm the one who's planning. I'm the one who's packing. So I kind of bypass myself and make sure that, one, my significant other is ready and somehow getting out of the hotel room. That and my toddler is somewhat put together, that we can go out in public. And the diaper bags got to be packed, and the waters have to be packed, and the strollers got to be ready. Where are our magic bands? And by the end of the morning, I'm walking out the door looking like a mess, like a wreck. I need to take care of myself, and so do you. Yes, Disney World, you know, it's a great family vacation. Every parent dreams of the day that they can take their children to Disney, but you need to take care of yourself first. You need to make sure that you're getting enough sleep, you're getting a shower, you're eating as well, that you're having the right shoes, make sure you have band-aids, make sure, you know, you have all that covered for yourself, not just your children and dads too. So I totally get that. I totally get that moms sometimes can put themselves on the back burner, but when you're going on such, I'm gonna say it's an exhausting trip. So if you're going on an exhausting Disney World vacation, make sure you're taking care of yourself too, and making sure you're taking that extra 5 minutes to kind of pamper, or at least pull yourself together, because if you're not pulled together, then the rest of your family's not pulled together, and then it's going to be pure chaos. Other than that, those are my tips and tricks of how to survive Walt Disney World with a toddler. You can not only use these tips and tricks for toddlers, but you can use them if you're not taking children with you on a vacation. A lot of these tips that you can use, you know, whoever you are, they're kind of, you know, a universal tips. So if you have anything else that I should add in this video, or that you want to let someone else know, leave them down in the comments. I would like to read them myself personally. I love learning new things every day on how to conquer the madness and the chaos. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I'm putting out more Disney content. I'm so excited for you guys to watch this, and I'm so excited to create it for you. Don't forget to like this video. That's what really helps my channel, and I so appreciate it if you would do that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Enough to tear the world apart. We were like outlaws on the West Coast, leaving our footprints in the wet sand. Now our love is more like a remedy, and our world is a forgotten land.